Ahoy and welcome. This is Admiral. There's been a lot of focus on South America lately, but those who are ready for other topics need not worry. We'll soon get some more content variety, but not before I present my civilization concept for the WARI, who will appear along with the Chimu in my upcoming mod. I've already done a historical overview and partial design sketch in my top 3 video, so this is a full build, and we'll keep it high and tight. Ageofempires 2, a WARI civilization, offers an excellent opportunity to showcase Central Andean achievements that are not well reflected in the current Inca civilization, especially terrace farming, extensive road systems, ritual warfare, and a more comprehensive urbanism that is reflected in the Inca's extra population space. The first bonus is that farms are 2x2 tiles. This is perhaps simultaneously the most obvious and most interesting economic bonus that hasn't yet been used. I find it an outstanding fit for the WARI, whose mastery of terraforming terra firma for terraced farming was all about maximizing the amount of crops that could be grown within an area. This, in addition to their highly productive and nutrient-dense crops like potatoes and food preservation techniques like freeze-drying, makes them an obvious choice for a strong farm bonus. This would also be one of very few farm-specific bonuses or technologies that doesn't belong to a European civilization. We all know that along with Blackwood archers, European night civs and farm bonuses go together like 2 peas in a pod. But it's time to plow some new ground and diversify the playing field with rotation of crop emphasis away from those old world horse collars and into other parts of the world. I've already done a specific video on 2x2 farms that you can check out, and after some updated testing, the summary is that in the early game, it's about 11% more efficient for an ideally placed farm, and for 12 farms with less ideal placement, about 16% more efficient. The efficiency gap diminishes after generic civilizations get wheelbarrow and handcart, where after 2x2 and generic farms converge on the theoretical maximum of 24 food per minute, although there is a small residual boost for 2x2 farms relative to inefficiently placed generic farms. By late game, the best way to think of this is as a mild defensive and anti-inefficiency bonus, allowing you to consolidate your farming economy in a smaller and more defensible area, and guaranteeing the theoretical maximum efficiency of standard farms even for second or third layers.
Mandatum? Liken. Mandatum? Subscribin'.
Next up, barracks and siege workshops cost minus 75 wood, partially representing their aptitude for construction and general militarism as the first known large empire of South America. Simple enough, it's a little something to kickstart the aggression in Dark and Castle Age. Their final civilization bonus is that Champi Line and Rams have minus 15, 25, and 35% cost and training time by age, for a more specialized New World echo of the Goths and Slavs theme. I confess that any Ram bonus is somewhat indulgent for any American civilization, but I consider it passable as an abstraction of their fairly extensive conquests and highly organized infantry mobilization pioneered by the WARI. In the case of Central Andeans particularly, the Ram's gameplay role as arrow cover for infantry can also be taken as a reference to massive mobile wood and cloth shields documented among the Inca, and similar to mantlets that provided many soldiers cover from ranged fire while assaulting fortifications. Team bonus is that drop sites, farms, and houses build 100% faster. It kind of felt right to revive the old Inca bonus, but expand it to the point that it's actually semi-useful. Saving time on your houses and settlements, or mills and camps, is a small boost, but one that everyone can make use of. And this is a little simpler than a previous bonus I suggested, where secondary builders work faster, although that's still an awesome idea for another civ. Their unique unit is an axe-wielding infantry called the Malku, meaning condor, and referring to a leader or chief. The Champi was a nice way to get more maces into the game, but we still need more axes. Stat-wise, it's pretty middle of the road in terms of hit points, armor, and speed, but has high attack to offset the lower melee damage of the Champi line. Pretty basic so far. Its unique ability is that it increases your relic gold production for each kill, a reference to headhunting, a common practice that was especially connected with the prestige and ritual power of the WARI state. And fitting because the unit uses the Central Andean Kunka Kuchuna, literally meaning neck cutter, and of which the Temple Guard's weapon is a variation. Funnily enough, the official Temple Guard's ability is incredibly similar to that suggested by a user on the forums for a WARI unique unit called the Kunkakuchuna after its weapon. There's no question that the devs are influenced by and use fan ideas at least occasionally, and it's even plausible that the Temple Guard was a recycled idea for a Central Andean civilization that was considered but not ultimately chosen, as its weapon is quintessentially, and probably exclusively, Central Andean. Back to the Malku, it works not by providing gold per kill, but by permanently increasing the productivity of all your relics by a very small amount for every kill by that unit, as they fight for the prestige of the Empire and help you get ahead. Their Castle Age unique technology is called WARI Takinaka, referring to the extensive road system begun by the WARI and laying the foundation for the Inca system, Kapaknian. The WARI walked on roads so that the Inca could run on them. The effect of this technology is to increase the movement speed of economic units and rams by 25%, and letting Champis build rams. This gives the WARI speedy villagers, the same as Bohemians after their bonuses, although the WARI miss both handcart and caravan. Missing handcart hurts slightly for late game wood collection, but actually doesn't matter for their farms, as 2x2 farms already provide a similar advantage to other civs having wheelbarrow, and once the WARI get wheelbarrow, they can already hit the maximum 24 food per minute that a farm can produce. For trade units, this is just a mildly stronger replacement for caravan, and the ram's speed and construction gives it a little more infantry synergy. The Imperial Age unique technology is Hachamarca, meaning something like Great City, and reflects the WARI's impressive and densely populated urban centers. The Quechua form of this phrase, Hatunyacta, is still used today to refer to large and important cities like Lima or Cusco. The tech adds plus 15 garrison room to town centers and settlements, and lets settlements train villagers and fire arrows when garrisoned. The extra garrison space is needed because you're going to have a greater density of farmers near your town centers and settlements, and need somewhere for them to go when things go south. The villagers train at half the normal speed from settlements, but it's still a powerful bonus to help you boom or reboom, and picks up the slack of the diminishing late-game economic advantage from smaller farms. As far as the technology tree, they have a pretty generic but usable archery range. Their barracks of course has the Champi, but misses the elite upgrade. They generally beat other Champi civs in terms of equal resources, although it can go either way against the Inca, who have a smaller discount but are more powerful. The WARI obviously lose all those fights badly in terms of population efficiency, and are weaker against ranged units due to the missing pierce armor. They also get halberdiers and temple guards, as in this mod project I'm making that a regional unit. Like the Chimu, the WARI miss the elite temple guard. Siege is similar to the Inca, but they miss the siege ram. And also like the Inca, they do get all relevant blacksmith technologies. The navy isn't great, no fast fire or heavy demolition ships. Their university is fairly good except for the naval techs, no shipwright, siphons, or incendiaries. At the castle, no hoardings. The monastery does have the temple guard, but is otherwise not very good. No redemption, atonement, block printing, or faith. As far as economy, they of course miss handcart and caravan, but do get everything else at the settlement and market. So that's my WARI concept. Simple yet powerful infantry and ram spam, and a solid economy early and late to back it up. Let me know what you think. That's all for today, and thanks for watching. This has been me weaving a web of the ways of the WARI, their wondrous wealth of workers, and wrathful warfare waged by their wary, unwearied warriors. Till next time.